Hello, all my Holomaniacs out there. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you again. It's that time of year again, folks. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Look, the studio's even all decorated. We got a tree, and look at this pillow. It looks like Sandy, but for Christmas. I saw that, and I was like, yes, that's mine now. So yes, the holidays are upon us, and as always, this is the time whenever we break out our favorite Christmas specials and the Christmas music and all of that wonderfulness. And I'm here to tell you my top 5 favorite Disney Christmas movies. Or Christmas shorts. There's a couple shorts in here, but they're so good to have to put them on here. But first I want to tell you guys about my friends over at Disney Collect, and thank you Disney Collect for sponsoring this video. So Collect Disney is a virtual card trading app where you can go on and make your own trading card collection of Disney characters. On the app, you can collect new Disney cards every single day, and the app gives you free cards and in-app currency every day so you can open up more packs and get new cards. You can play in-app games like the card wheel in order to earn more cards and more in-app currencies. The whole thing is you want to collect as many cards as possible, and there's some that are super rare, some that are super common, but all of them are fun and magical because Disney. But now there's something special going on. They have started a brand new tier called the Tier 8 tier. These are the golden cards, you know. These are gonna be super special. So right now, you can actually go on the store and go through the packs to get them. And to celebrate the new launch of the Tier 8 ones, there is a special giveaway going on. So if you can collect 20 of the golden cards, you are now entered to win this sweepstakes. Here's what you could get. $1,000 worth of gift cards to Disney.com. You can get $100 worth of their in-app currency gems, which will get you access to even more cards and even more of some of the rare and more exclusive ones. And you also get 1 year free of a D23 membership. Y'all, this is pretty awesome. So if you guys are interested, head down to the description of this video, click the link and download Disney Collect today and get yourself submitted to win that awesome prize. So, without further ado, let's get to the top 5 favorite Disney Christmas specials. Yeah! The first one is a little known short that I had never heard of until I happened to stumble across it one day. But it's one that was sweet and sincere and one that I never expected Disney would make. And that's one called Small One. It shouldn't have been as deceptive as it was to me, but I was watching this, I knew it came from Disney, and I'm sitting here going, why is this a Christmas short? Granted, it takes place in a Middle Eastern area with a boy and his donkey, and the donkey is old and he's trying to find someone to look after said donkey. And I should have seen this coming like a mile away, but I didn't. Especially because I watched this as an adult. And I'm just like, why is this in a Christmas DVD? Why is this here? Let's just say a very famous figure around Christmas ends up showing up and, you know, taking the donkey because the donkey needs to be transportation to get to a certain town. If you guys know the Bible story of Christmas, this will all make sense. And the thing that threw me off about this the most is I'm like, Disney made a Christmas special about biblical stuff? That's a thing? Granted, it's not the greatest short in the whole wide world, but it's by far the best short I've actually seen about the story of Jesus, even though Jesus isn't in it a whole lot. In fact, he's not technically in it at all, but the stuff leading up to his birth is there, and you're kind of like, whoa, Disney did that! And for all of you out there who are massive Don Bluth fans, another thing to note, he actually, I believe he directed this one. If he didn't direct it, he was like supervising animator of the whole thing, because this is Don Bluth animation like to a T. His name is all over it. I think this made the list just because I was so shocked that I saw Disney do the Bible story, or at least part of the Bible story. It's not the whole thing, but it's a little bit, and you're like, whoa, De Winter! Number 4, the Santa Claus. I know this gets made fun of a lot. It had like 2 sequels that were kind of meh, but dadgummit, I love this movie. I watch it at least once every Christmas, and it's just a great romp, and I love Tim Allen, and I just love the idea that he became Santa, although it is a little disconcerting now that I watch it as an adult, and I'm like, oh yeah, Santa just straight up died, and they just kind of glossed over that. Nobody's upset. They're kind of like, okay, here's new Santa now. How often does this happen? But it is still a cute movie, and it's a whole lot of fun, and it's one that I don't ever get tired of seeing. And despite how campy it's gotten over the years, I still love it. I still love it. It's cheesy, it's campy, and I love it. I love it a lot. Next up is another one a lot of people haven't heard of, and that is Prep and Landing. So this was done, I think, about 10 years ago, roughly. This was one that was made for TV. It was like a TV 30-minute short. And the whole thing is that Santa's got this elite team of elves that like prep all the houses for his landing. Hence, Prep and Landing. So because Santa can't get the job done all by himself, they're in there to make sure all the kids are asleep. They're in there to make sure that the stockings are ready for toys and that all the tree is ready for the toys and like pets are out of the way. So Santa can just come in, drop off the presents and go. You know, it's really cool. And they have some really interesting technology at the beginning. It really shows a lot of creativity. Now that films like Arthur Christmas have come out and other things have kind of taken this idea and ran with it, I will admit it's better done in those other ones. But this, as far as I remember, is one of the first ones to do it. Either that or Arthur Christmas was done roughly around the same time. And this has got its own unique style, which I appreciate. And this was also one of the first endeavors that Disney did with like the new leadership of Pixar coming over. So it's a little shaky, but really has a good heart. And I think that's what really shows. And I love the idea they introduce a new reindeer, Thrasher. Thrasher, I think, is like the coolest reindeer ever. He doesn't have a lot of lines, but when he's there, you know it. You remember Thrasher. There's just, it's one of those things, it relishes in the Christmas puns. It relishes in just sweet sentimentalness, and as you'll realize throughout this list, that's kind of my favorite thing. If you give me something that's really sweet and sentimental, I'm really gonna be excited about that. That's my favorite things to watch at Christmas. And also, I must note that the sequel to this one, Prep and Landing 2, probably just as good as the first one in my opinion. In fact, in some ways I kind of like it better, and other ways I like the first one better. So yeah, there's like a Blu-ray pack with both these. I have it. It's great. I say watch both of them. Now we come to number 2. Now, I couldn't put more than one Christmas Carol on this list just because it's the same story, and I had to pick one that I liked better than all the other ones. I enjoy all the Christmas carols that Disney has made, the Jim Carrey one, the Muppet one, and the Mickey one. I'm sorry, Jim Carrey, and I'm sorry, Muppets. Mickey's Christmas Carol is my second favorite. Mickey, I feel like, has the most coherent story. It's the one that I want to pull out every single year. I'll watch the Muppet one maybe once a year, but the Mickey one, I can just have that one on repeat. I don't know, maybe it was just the animation, that this was whenever some of the new guard of the 90s were just coming in and they were really just creating beautiful animation here. I don't know if it's just because of the classic characters and my connection with Mickey and Donald and Goofy and all of them. And I love the fact that they started taking anthropomorphic characters from their old films that most people either didn't remember or had just recently come out and just shoved it all in this hodgepodge world together. Because you've got, you know, Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, and Scrooge. Mr. Toad is in there from Wind in the Willows, and Molly and Ratty. I'm surprised I didn't see see McBadger in there. And then even like the Three Little Pigs and the Big Bad Wolf make a cameo in the back there. You get a bunch of characters from Robin Hood. I remember seeing like Skippy and Toby, and I think a few of the other rabbit kids were running around. Like the Ghost of Christmas Past was perfect as Jiminy. Ghost of Christmas Present as Willie the Giant was perfect. And then Pete as Ghost of Christmas Future. Yes. And it was just fun. It's just fun, and it's the one that I enjoy the most. It's the sweetest, it's the most fun, it's the one that I can just watch on repeat over and over again. Okay, now it's time for some honorable mentions here. This is gonna make some people mad, but Nightmare Before Christmas is only on the honorable mention list. Okay, hear me out! I'm not saying it's a bad movie. Quite the contrary. I just see it as a Halloween movie. I do not see it as a Christmas movie. I know it's technically both. Yeah, no, I look at this and all I see is Halloween. And then the last one isn't technically a Disney movie, but I don't care because it was made by a Disney animator and it feels like Disney, and I kind of wish Disney made it. And that is Klaus. If you haven't watched Klaus on Netflix yet, go watch it. It's incredible. This is like quickly becoming one of my favorite Christmas specials, and I will watch it again like every single year as long as Netflix doesn't take it down. But now here we come. The number 1 favorite Disney Christmas special is Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I need a man. I don't know what it is about this special. Ever since I first watched it as a kid, it instantly grabbed me, and to this day, it is still my favorite of all Christmas specials. I mean, more than like The Grinch, more than like Rudolph and all of this stuff. This is the one I'm like, Christmas doesn't start until I watch Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. Not Mickey's Twice Upon a Christmas. That was an abomination. But Once Upon Christmas, yes. Because so often you see these Christmas specials where they're like trying to tell you, this is what the true meaning of Christmas is, la 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 la. But they don't really show it that well. This is one that knows it, and it's 3 different stories that are wrapped up together. Each one has a moment whenever the main character has to give up something for someone else. Every time, and every time they do it, it has weight to it, and it's beautiful, and it kind of makes me tears up, and I'm like, we need more people like this in the world, we really do. Like in the first story, it's kind of a Groundhog Day thing. Huey, Dewey, and Louie wish to have Christmas every single day. And I won't tell you the entire story, but basically, they have to amend certain things that they did, and they did so in a way that was really giving of themselves and making them do things that they didn't necessarily want to do, but they knew it would be helpful for somebody else. And it's just, the way they did it's just so sweet and so charming. I can't get over it. The one with Goofy, the Goofy one, Goofy and his son Max, they're literally like taking food to those less fortunate, like a full-on meal. I'm like, this is great. Yes! We need to be doing this for people, y'all! Even later, when Max gets a present, he's like, I want to go share it with those kids less fortunate. I'm like, the world needs more of this, y'all! And then the one with Mickey and Minnie, like Mickey's even performing in a toy drive to help raise presents for kids, and then what he does for Minnie, it's just, this has like sweetness exuding from it. Like, I watch this and I will get into tears, I'm not lying, just because it's so beautiful what they do for other people. I remember even when I came back from my tour in Germany, it was a couple days before Christmas, and we hadn't really focused on Christmas at all, so I ended up buying it to watch on the plane. And even though I've watched it a million times before, like, I'm sitting there bawling my eyes out because I'm like, this is beautiful. This is the true spirit of Christmas, yo, just helping others and doing things for me. And I'm trying not to like bawl my eyes out in front of these random strangers, but yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite Disney Christmas special? Was there any that I missed? Let me know. And I'll see you guys later. Bye!